Sturgis rally. This is our last day for doing shows until after the rally, so we're glad you guys could make it.
Well, that's cool.
Now, normally we finish off each of those days with the trial of Jack McCall right up there in that corner building where the sign says Trial of Jack McCall. Now, by applause, how many of you folks know who Jack McCall was? Well, for those of you who don't know, Jack McCall is the fella that shot our friend Wild Bill down inside the saloon number 10. Now, by doing that, he kind of put Deadwood on the map for something other than those millions of dollars worth of gold that they found out here. And he also went on trial for that murder the very next day. And that's what we reenact for you. We get all the history in there, a whole lot of fun, and even a little bit of music. Now, if you would like to come to that show, I would recommend you get your tickets in advance. That way you don't have to wait in line when that show's getting ready to start. Just check with old Buffalo Phil right down there in that corner building right after this show. He'll have those tickets on sale for you. You don't want to miss it, folks. Now, obviously, we are doing our stuff just a little bit different today because of all of the extra traffic. We will be doing all of our shows up here in this location for this gunfight as well as our next, and the shows in between will be right in there in that corner building. Now, Wild Bill will still be doing his shows at 5 and 7 down inside saloon number 10, and we will also do the capture of Jack McCall right out front at 7:35. So those will still be in the same place, but everything else we'll be doing is going to be right up here. Now, before we start this here shootout, I think we need to get some kids out here. Yep, come on out here, kids. I need all of you. Come right over here in front of me. I need all of you kids right over here.
Does it? Yeah, there's a dog over there. Wow. There's Ellie.
All right. Well, my name is Deputy Cochran, and I work for Sheriff Seth Bullock. Before I came out here today, he told me he needs a little extra help. So these kids just graciously volunteered to become official Deadwood deputies. So all you gotta do is to raise your right hand, or whichever hand works for you, that works too. And repeat after me, nice and loud. I state your name. Promise to obey the laws of Deadwood Gulch, and to help track down that low down, no good, dirty dog, snake in the grass, weasel, that guy. What? Who never ever did the dishes for his mother. So we promise, get your hands up, to do the dishes for our mothers. You didn't say anything right there. And to help keep Deputy Cochran away from any more ice cream. All right, hands together. We're brothers and sisters of the law. We're going to say go get them, all right? Go get them! Let's give them a big, big hand, folks. That is one fantastic bunch of deputies right there. I feel safer already just having them on the street. While I'm talking about feeling safer, folks, I've got one big favor to ask of everybody. and that is that you please stay on the sidewalks. You can sit on the curb, that is just fine, but please do not step in front of that curb, and definitely don't get out here onto the bricks. Reason for that is we're going to be using 1858 Remingtons. They're cap and ball revolvers. They're real guns. We load those things up with 15 grains of black powder, and then instead of a lead ball, we pack them down with cream of wheat.
You good?
That's because we're serial killers. Now, you'll be just fine as long as you stay up on those sidewalks, but if you were having to wander out here during this shootout, we would have to put a stop to the show for safety concerns, because we definitely don't want anybody getting injured. So stay where you're at and we'll be just fine. Now, according to the August 19th edition of the Black Hills Pioneer, two gamblers named Johnny Barnes and Charlie Storms got into a disagreement over a game of cards. Now, the solution that they came up with was to set themselves up as targets at a gallery. And the best place for this affray will be just down on Gold Street. Not even 3 weeks after poor old Wild Bill was shot and killed, the hills would once again ring with the lively notes of gunfire.
Well, boys, I know I got this one. I'm gonna make it 10. 10, huh? The only way you can beat me is just cheating. I'll say you're 10.
Oh, if you fellas are betting like that, I must be beat. I'm out. I'm gonna be down in my dry goods store washing my fancy new windows.
I'll catch up with you in a bit. I want to see you where it is.
All right, let's see a hand of yours, Johnny. Full house. Game's over. How's that?
Hold on a minute there. My 4-7s would like to have a word with you. I know you couldn't beat me unless you was cheating.
4 sevens, huh?
Yeah, 4-7s.
There ain't no way a fella can be that lucky. And you called me the cheat? You're the cheat.
Johnny, if you got a problem, I know a way to solve it.
Yeah, you're calling me out. I'm game. Get ready to meet your maker.
Johnny, this is no summer game. I get my winnings from you seeing you fit for a wood coat.
Oh, Charlie, you'll get yours. Don't be in such a hurry to die.
Come on, Johnny, don't walk the whistle, Dixie. Pull that pistol of yours.
Tell you what, Chuck. You ain't my money or my life.
What in tarnation are you idiots doing? You plumb missed him, shot out my fancy new window, and you hit Mr. Ludwig in the leg. You put an end to this fracas right now.
Oh, you bite out of this, Wertheimer. I'm not quitting until I get my money from that bummer.
Bummer, huh?
Yeah.
Let's get back to this, you stinking polecat.
You can hit anything. Wait. I'm out. Are you still down there?
I see you down there. Are you still down there?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm on too. Did I get you? No.
Oh,
What about now?
Nothing.
Oh, dang it. Doesn't look like either one of us can hit any of these things.
Well, you shot Ludwig, though.
Yeah, Wertheimer's window.
Yeah, that fancy window his.
Charlie, I don't believe either one of us was fated to die on this day.
I'll tell you what, let's keep it that way. Let's head on down to that little man's and play poker till we're supper customers, huh?
As long as they keep that rot gut on the shelf and you don't run into Wertheimer.
Now, after all was said and done, those two agents of chaos walked away unscathed. 10 shots fired and only 2 took effect. One in my fancy new window and the other in poor old Ludwig. Now, don't worry about him, though. The wound wasn't fatal. Now, these two toughs weren't long for the Black Hills. Johnny Barnes got word of the new gold patch down in Colorado and wound up dying in Denver. Charlie Storms made his way down to Tombstone. Oh, Charlie, never being able to keep his gums from flapping, mouthed off to the infamous dapper Luke Short and received 3 slugs from Luke's Colt for his trouble. And that's the way things really were in Deadwood back in 1876 when Barnes and Storms shot it out down on Gold Street. Thank you so much for being here, folks, and have a great Deadwood day.
Well, there's some history there.
Now
That's
remember,
so fun.
Wild Bill will be doing his shows down inside Saloon Number 10 at 5 and 7, and we will be doing the capture right out front of Saloon Number 10 at 7:45.
And that's all.
So those will be in the normal spot. However, we will be doing that 6 o'clock gunfight.
What you do, huh? Baby do, huh? Baby did okay? Yeah, she didn't get scared or anything? Yeah, okay. See y'all later. Well, if we see more at Work Sharing, we'll let y'all know. We're having a blast here. All right, baby. Yep. All right. Yep, that didn't help.